Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you are on this planet. So, this is the fourth part of our series. We are calling it Project Crozon, and yeah, this is how it is. It's kind of peninsula, and we are okay. So, we are actually beginning road layout and all that part in today's episode. So, last time I told you that I'll be joining few areas so that we get some population and we get some problems to solve. So this I have done. So I guess we are around at 1000 nearby population. Now we are at 3900. So it will be 4000 in a bit. So this is the zoned area. You see major roads are like zoned with commercial buildings, and then on inner side we have a residential building. There is one clock tower that I have placed some basic level of innovation in that, uh, and rest of this is very like conventional zoning of residential building. Major mostly low density residential, and we will be using low density residential buildings. Probably near this airport we can have high residential buildings, otherwise most of the city will have low residential buildings. So this is how it is. I'm yet to connect these two ends with zoning. That might happen, but while we do that, now we might see some issues, or say facilities and all that we need to provide them. And also my most favorite part is transit or commuting within the city. How do you do that? So maybe a bus line we can have. That's my favorite part, and then train. But yeah, if I have to choose in between two, that would be train. So within city we are having a small train network, and at the end we will have a metro network or metro line. So this is the central station. We have one major station here, and these are one, two, and there's one here. These are end stations. So these are three different directions in which we have placed the stations, and I want these people to use train to travel from this end of this part to this end. So we will have one train which will we will have one train connection or line which will travel like this. For that it's tricky, but it's going to be funny how we or say enjoyable rather than funny, how we are going to connect this line. We bring it to here, this connection, then we take it to here. So that's going to be a fun part, you can say. So where are we starting? Let's start at, so there is demand for industry and we haven't initiated anything like that. But my experience is that even if you put say few industries, that would suffice. So where do we put them? That's the question. So maybe we can use this small area for industries. I want some industrial part to be within the city, so probably this can be that thing. So I haven't thought about this, just now I saw that there is demand, so this is how we are going forward. One more thing that I wanted to tell you, you see these roads, these normal roads, they are adjacent to the major four-way road, which will act as a main road for the city, and there is adjacent small road. So this I have made, this is the maybe second time I have done this, but this kind of connection I have done for the first time. So I don't know how exactly am I going to use it. See this interconnection, we may have to change it to roundabout later on, but for now let's stick to it uh, as it is. And here's one more. So I was thinking if this road can be upgraded, because you see this is not a normal two-way road. So it's not a two-lane, it is a two-lane road, but it's a Paris 1900 street. So you see the street lights on that. Okay, so it is built for low density traffic and within a locality kind of traveling, not for the main road kind of purpose. So we see people are coming and leaving, people are happy, the overall happiness, global happiness is good. So maybe we can, what should we do? Maybe we should focus on zoning. Okay, so let's first complete that industry wala parts. Industry road. So why am I choosing this area? This is directly connected to main road. So these trucks, we can avoid them to travel through the residential zone, and they can get out of this town conveniently. So we will have one connection from here for sure, and one connection from here, but this is for, this will be industry road. So if you see the terrain, so industry, I suppose we can have a flat line. So on this plain area we can have industry, a very small part of it, we will not go for a big one. So it is a planned, it is planned one, so you expect them to be in tiles format or matrix format, so no innovation here, because for industry space utilization is important. So okay, maybe this is not the good idea, we can start from this end. Let's keep some space. I don't know if some metro line or something will go from that area, but for now let's keep some space in between. Okay, so I don't even want this line, so just third lane which will complete this industrial part. So don't want this to be connected for now. We can use normal road, again in this case normal road. Okay, so let's zone this with industries. It will be generic industry zone. So okay, let's use marketable. I don't want them to be crowded, so I guess this will be enough for this demand. We can have these things, and then I guess this is okay. So they may ask for electricity connection. Here it is. For water, I think we have enough water. Yeah, we have enough water, and we have enough capacity for sewage treatment, so that's not a worry. Also, you see this commercial zoning, it is being fulfilled, so I'm happy with that. So after this, let's continue with our road layout and zoning part in this area. Let's look at terrain. तो ये तो सही है, थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे terrain change हो रहा है, that's okay. Noted. So ये एक बड़ी road आ रही है यहाँ से, which will actually, so what I'm thinking is one road, this will come in this way, and there will be one connection which will go through this way, and at the end it will connect here. So if you want to go from this end to this, there will be one single road, and then it will then be bifurcated. One will go over here, central part, others will go through this palace area, it will go at this end. Maybe we should give names to this all three ends. Maybe I'll do that later. So what should we call standard, a south end, a north end, and western end. So okay, a 4-lane road. We are continuing with that. I want only road to be built on crown. So here it is. Uh, there will be a bridge here later on, but right now I'm not interested in going details of that. So I just want how this thing is working overall. So maybe we can have one road connection from this. Another road connection from this end. And so we need one connection from this part to this part. So let me just roughly put this right there. So this will come here because all this thing is airport. Maybe we need to bring it like here. So I'll see that later. So this road will end here. So let me put a roundabout. So Control O is the shortcut. Okay, we need. So this highway will end here, and from here we will have connections. So one road probably can come here. This can be a major roundabout. We can change the diameter later on. Okay. Probably let's change the direction. Let's have only 2 exit and entry points. This is going to be interesting how people are changing sides, like going on different side of road. We may need to build different roads crossing this main 4-way road, so because it will carry heavy traffic. So, and what we had planned last time is we will get one 2-lane straight highway, like direct link to this end. So probably we can do that now. I was not planning initially, but maybe let's do it. 2-way highway, and then where are we ending? Okay, before we do that, let's finalize few small things here. So we will have one exit here, but I don't want a 4-lane road in this way, so probably we can and then we can have one roundabout. This should not be this big, but let it be. So later on maybe we can fix it. I want this to be a bridge. So don't worry, this is all just a planning wala stage. We might need to change it later. So can take this bridge. So for now I'm putting it like this. I want these pillars to be the median of this 4-lane way, which we will do later, and I have done this earlier, so it's again challenging though time consuming, but one sport it looks realistic, so let's do that. So probably this will take space or land from railway station. We can have it like this. Can we? Yeah, we can have it like this. This is tricky part, but I would love to do this. So this pillar will directly go like this. So probably the pillar might be on the sidelines of this road, but it's okay. We'll see the details later. It is using the land of railway, so we don't have to claim much ROI, ROW later. This seems okay. I need one. Should we put a toll here? A toll naka here? I don't know. A toll plaza. Okay, so these industries are ready. We still have some demand, so let's go and put more industries. These are going to make a lot of pollution, so we need to take care of that later. So now I'll tell you what happens. Some industry will catch fire, and that will remind us that we have not put fire services, enough fire services in place. So I will not be surprised if that happens. Can we have 3x4? I guess we have 3x4 industries, so we can use whole space. Okay, this is done, and then this is good. So you have all three things: residential, commercial, industrial. Now the demand for residential will again rise, so we can expand the city. So this is one part, and while we do this, I want one connection from this is a direct connection, direct link between this west part of thing to east wala thing. And where should we connect this? So we will have traffic jam here. This is a node where we'll see lot of traffic. This connection is apart from this. So I want one connection from this end to this end. Obviously we'll have bridge, so probably from here to, so don't worry, bridge I'll build later on. These are the smaller things to worry about. Here we have airport. Okay, and I don't want any major road in between. Maybe I'll do it later if there's demand, but right now I don't see any reason. Shall we do that? Because if somebody wants to go to industrial side, and if he is traveling from, let me bring it, not this one. So if somebody is traveling from north or west to east, how will they go? They will go from why can't I zoom out a little more? Okay, so they can't use this elevated road because they'll directly go out of the city, and that is mean for that. So they have to use this road, then this, and there will be traffic jam here. So we will need this road in future, so let's plan it. The reason I was against it earlier was I don't want this space to be filled with all the major roads and highways. So we actually have blocks in which we have to put the residential and commercial zoning. So you see these are the small blocks we use for zoning residential area. Now like that we have these blocks, or we can call them as sectors. So this is how it is happening. So one road is going straight to this. This is, I like this part. So you come right away from this and then end your main road on a roundabout, and from there only you start a journey. So that's a good way to end and start a new road. We will have one T section connection from here. People who want to just leave this road and enter city. Probably two, or maybe for now we will have one, and one from this side. So that will reduce the traffic requirement. So now it is shaping up. Now we can see how things are moving. Let me see the terrain. Yeah. So now we can see how things are moving and how we are actually going to see the development. So okay, I'm just being classic in this case, so I don't want. So road parallel to this train connection. So okay. So because we didn't have this kind of thing anywhere in our project, so I'm putting it here. So there will be one rail connection. We will fine tune all these things later. For now we'll just put it. So one, shall we do that from west to north? I don't know. So if somebody wants to go from this end to this, probably they can take other mode of transport. We don't necessarily need this connection. So what I was thinking is we should have one train line from this to this end. Those who want to directly go from this point to this point. What we can do is we can have a train which will stop here and again go this way. So no dedicated line is required. So I don't think earlier I was thinking on that line. So yeah. So this will come here. This will come here. Okay, so we'll have some city tour and let's see what we have built. Okay, so that actually shows how the city is working. The most interesting part was this thing. So traffic is building. We may need to change uh, the overall scene. Right now it looks okay, but in future we may need to change it. So okay, so here we go. So how do we plan this? I guess there's some terrain height difference here. Lot. So one monument will come. So whenever there is this kind of thing, we'll put one monument. So it should be. What can it be? It can be like this. Not a big thing, but a tourist spot, not a monument. So we'll put this. What is this? Ancient columns. Hmm. So this road is actually dividing uh, a lot of area. So I usually don't like when it divides, because you have to facilitate the crossing. So it's better to have this road on this side. So we have lot of space to build. Hmm. So now we have lot of space so for building. So seems okay, isn't it? So if now the question, if somebody wants to travel from this area to this area, how will they come? So this connection is going here, and probably we can make this road a 4 lane and allow them to cross this highway. So obviously a bridge or underpass or something will build, but basic thing is now clear. Okay, you'll have one connection from this side to this side. And probably from this side also we'll have one connection. So this all going to be the oil industry. So now what to do with this highway? We have this highway, which is, I don't think this is the optimum way in which I have put the highway, because this map I have modified. So now I'm not happy with the way I have put it. It's actually on the top of hill. You see, this is not how highways are built, because at the end it's a steep road, so I don't want that. So probably we can shift it over here. So let's use parallel road building. This will also facilitate, if somebody wants to go to this oil industry, we can this parallel road tool is not selected. So this will also facilitate the vehicles which are directly going to oil industry. So okay, that ends it. So that closes it. So okay. Again from here, so it's at height. We can have underpass and all sort of thing to make connections between oil industry and this highway. But this highway will later go to I don't know where will it end. Mm, so shall we connect it over here? No, right? So it will create a lot of traffic. But if this is the airport connection, this is the one end of the highway probably. Maybe we can copy that idea that we will have one expressway. We can end this highway over here with a roundabout, but then we will have one elevated road specially built for extending this highway and bringing people into the city. But the question is, where will that road end? So we already have one elevated road over here. Sorry. So if we elevate it from here, so we need to think of, see what we have done. This highway ends here, and then we have elevated it from here through the railway station, this railway station area, and then 4-lane road we have ended up here. So on similar lines we have to connect this highway in the city, somewhere deep in the city, so that people can use it. Probably can it cross this highway somewhere and it can end over here, so that will bring a lot of ease to people who want to go out of city. Yeah, that is possible. So quite challenging but possible. So what we can do, we can continue that highway on this line. Let's do it, otherwise we will not get a feel of what we are doing, we will not understand it. So this ends over here. Let me put a roundabout just to have some more clarity. We will elevate this road. We don't want parallel lines. Okay. And it will merge in this. So this is the dangerous thing to do. For now it is okay, but later on we will change it. So we'll change the height and everything. We'll make sure that vehicles don't collide. So, and here we will separate it out. We'll connect it to this road. So this is okay. People from any end now can be connected to this highway. So if somebody wants from this level, if somebody wants to go, they can come here and then they can directly take the elevated road. If somebody wants to come from this side, they have this express 4-lane highways, major roads. Let's connect this 4-lane highway, this roundabout. Okay, now so the population is near about 4.8 thousand. We are reaching to 5,000 people, and then there will be issues, I guess. Let's go nearby and see what are the issues that they are facing. Nobody is facing any issue. That's great. Sewage, water, nothing. Water they will not face. They have put a mod in place. Sewage I was expecting. Okay, let it be. So for now it's okay. I want to build a bus stand, a functional bus line, maybe from this end. So one major reason we will have bus line over here is this thing. This doesn't have electricity connection. Let me. Okay, we will have a bus stand which will give it a connection. First, a biofuel depot. This place sounds okay. Intercity bus station. Let's see how that function works. Let's move it a bit here. Let's move it a bit here. We have some terrain difference and looks okay. It will function like that. Oh shit. Okay. We will have one crossing. This point. And let's build one pavement path. We can make it elevated. I guess the terrain is the issue. Is there any different kind of path that will not show this? It's still showing that. Okay, let's build it now. Let's see if that still happens. Okay, I can't remove that, so let's do one thing. Let's continue this road on till, okay, which one is that? I guess this, not this one, then this one. Okay. Mm, okay, I want one pillar in this case. Will this work? I guess this will work. This is also okay. Move it more and then adjust the lever. Everything elevated will work. We don't need to put it on ground because elevated also brings sidebars for protection, so it's a good thing. Okay, and then we can have road crossing. Let's remove it from here, put it here. People can just directly use it. This seems okay. We have a bus stand, one bus stand over here. It's basically intercity bus station. We need one modular bus hub. This will go. Bus terminal we don't need. Where do we need it? So okay, we already have this one. I forgot. We can directly connect this central station line to this harbor, which will actually shall we connect it to this train station or not? I think we should, and we should have one road crossing over here. So that we can put bus stops on this line, and you know, some city routes are so populated that they have these bus lines. So, and there's just traffic with that line. Nobody's complaining, but it is like that. So it is going to be like that. So one line from this, how do you plan? So we want to connect this part with this part, and we want maximum people to use our line. So one way can be straight, we bring it over here, which covers the maximum area here and then here. What we can do is build a road so that we don't need buses to move, because you know, we can't turn bus from this side to this. It will go right after here and take a turn. So let me see if this works. Okay, so they will go to this end and then they will come. Okay, it will work in some cases. Let's see. What if we change the direction of this bus stand? What if we do it like this? Let's bulldoze this. So that all buses will need to go that lane. So this is why I didn't zone this road, because I knew there will be some changes in it, and this is what it is happening. So even this biofuel depot, it will, I don't know if this will remain there. We may need to change the location. Okay, now let's see if that still, where is that line? This one. Okay, now every bus has to turn like that. It's okay, because that road is dedicated to the bus stations and we can then reverse the bus direction. Now I'll remove this bus stops, this one, and then we will plan each stop and we'll see how it goes. So first stop, this is nearby station. I see people dying, but there's no one collecting them. So before we plan this line, let's put some, what is this, crematorium. So the good part is you can place this within city. Nobody will actually cry for this because people want it. It's not like a sewage treatment plant, or it's not something that people hate. So yeah, this is done. We can put one over here. I guess this would suffice for now, and let's put few in this zone also. Okay, needs 3x4 cells, I guess. Yes. Oh no, 3x3 cells, 9 cells. Okay, this is enough for now. So let's come back to our bus line. Okay, one. So once you start from here, you want to cover this population also. So probably one stop. So these all people will go here or they will come over here. Then the second stop can be here. Third one can be here. We don't know how we're going to zone this area, but then one over here so that people from this area can walk and take this bus. And it is also away from this crossing, because if you put a bus stop just after the crossing, it will create a lot of traffic. A bus behind the next bus, which is actually standing at this stop, will have to wait, and then there will be chaos. So one here, one here, and here. So I'll put some road crossing or something if you are putting bus stop. So not to worry. Okay, this is just after the crossing, and over here. So while you are in this residential zone, it's okay to put bus stops near to each other. Otherwise, we can have some distance between two stops. I guess this is no brainer. We can just copy the bus stops. We can just put them next to each other. I'm not putting it over here because again that traffic wala issue. So this is okay. ये भी सही है, ये भी सही है. See, there will be some space for bus which will wait for the next bus to move. So I guess this distance is okay. We will see. We can change it later if we find that it is creating a traffic problem. We need to remove the streets in between the roads. So great. So this line is done. People are happy. Let's remove this tree. So the purpose is not to gain profit from it, but to allow people to move within city. That's the thing. This is one way. The other route can be a longish one, but when you see it from above, it's a longish one, but it is necessary because people on other side of the city do not have that road. So people living in this area, living in this area, living in this area, they can't use this line. So we need one more line which will suffice their needs. So let's stop here. And just to get more people on board, we can change the bus direction. This is how it is done. So this is not the optimum way. We'll just, so it will cater more people. It will cater its service to more people. So we can also pass it through the, I think we can pass it through this industrial area because these people can actually walk and use this line. So I see one more tree in between road. We will delete that. Okay, so this bus line is traveling like this. Maybe later we will need to add few more bus stops because we don't know how we are going to design this area. Maybe we'll do it later, and that time we'll change the. We might add few or we might delete few bus stops. For now, this seems okay. And this is the fun, like if you with time you need to change the thing. That's the point. Okay, so I guess this is okay. We have a bus line which makes sense. I don't know how many people are traveling. Okay, 0 passengers. Vehicles are 0. Why? Is there any issue? Biofuel bus depot. Okay, so there might be issue with the game because in last game also biofuel bus didn't work. Bus depot didn't work. What if we delete this? Is it working? It's not working. Let's use normal bus. They produce more carbon emission, but for now our game is not loading this biofuel buses, so it's okay. In game it's okay, but yeah. Let's select this. I want the height be equal to this road. People should walk from this end. We can make this as elevated, and yeah, gives more safety. Let's delete this. Maybe we need to delete this crossing as well. Have one over here. Okay, this looks good. This doesn't look good, but it's okay. With time it will change. What we can do is we can ban. Okay, I got it. We can ban parking in this area, probably in this area as well. So after some time they'll just make sure that they are at equal distance with each other. This is how the game works based on my experience. Now they are all crowded, but yeah, then now we will see people waiting for bus and all that sort of thing. So yeah, passenger 1 7 10 10 17. So there will be one bus stop which will attract most of the people. You see, this is that bus stop for this line, at least for now. And then this one, okay, this one. So this is the major point where people need this service. Okay. We have 23 buses. I don't think this many buses we need. 12 is fine. What about this connection? 128 people waiting. Okay, so this people living in this area want to go there. It seems like that. What about the other side? No, at least for now, nobody is interested to go on. Yeah, not many people are going from this side to this side, but we see people 120 or might be now there will be 150 people who want to go on this side. What about train? Are they using this service? Nobody is using train. That's surprising. But what's the reason? I don't know. They're not used to it or what? Or is it because they have because they have a road connection, but usually the rail line is always better option. Maybe once the traffic grows up, the AI will realize that railway is a better connection, a faster option to commute between two places. So that can be one reason. Mhm. So our population is 5,100. There is demand for residential zoning. We haven't yet started with school and gardens and all that sort of thing. Maybe we'll do it later. And that's not problem as such, but you see leisure, where is that? This is health, this is tourism. I don't see any tourist. Do we have 15 tourists? Okay, what about leisure? I forgot the symbol. This is pollution, this is wind flow. I remember in at least in Sim City we used to see the flow of the direction of wind. Now I don't know. Citizen happiness. So yeah, most of them are happy, so we are good. What happened to this man? What happened to this man? Low density residential building. What is the issue? nobody's living here. Mhm. Outside connections. These buildings have outside connection. These have connections which are importing stuff. Okay. Yeah, this is leisure. You see, there is hardly any one who is happy, whose entertainment value is higher. So leisure buildings we have only one in this way. Otherwise, we have this, but there is no population as such. So later we will focus on that thing. We are still in the process of building our road layout and zoning and all sort of things. So, but it is going to be fun. This whole area it is used by road and rail. It is, and there is scope to use this as a dumping yard or something, which usually happens. So we can think in that on that line. So let me save this game. Shall we continue? Probably yes. For some time we can continue, and I can zone this in offline because online it takes it just not meaningful to do that thing. I think it is waste of time for both of us. So, I want to do something which we have not done till now. Bus is done, train is done. Shall we just extend this part and decide where will this train connection go? This is a hilly area. Okay. So we need to make sure that this slope of the train is safe. That actually gives opportunity because we can put this train line, the level of this train line we can make it below the normal level, and then the crossing will be easier. For the train also it will be easier because the slope will be less. Now the challenge is we need one train station which will facilitate at this level. So I'll delete this and let's do this part. So okay, we have train track, we have terrain, so this level and probably this. So we will have straight slope. Let's plan this. Oh, it actually use underground connection. The height is too much. Can we do that? I don't think so. Let's not do it underground and let's see what is the depth that we get. If it is too much, then is this okay? I think this is too much. So what we can do is we can raise the lines, raise their terrain level. This is okay. Here again we can have one straight line. And here also, so there will be some slope, but I think that would not be too much. So let's see. see it adjusted, so it raised this terrain a bit. Now I guess the train line will be smooth, and we can actually have one station over here. Is it okay or is it too close? We can have one station over here. Which one should we use? There was one station on workshop which was used for underground. So don't want that. I want a simple station. It'll probably need a ground station. Simple. This one. People can cross the road. Shit. Mm, There's one. There's this one. Simple train station. There's this one. There are too many. So we actually have a lot of choice to make. I think this simple one is best. So should we have parking? I don't think so. This simple train station is okay to go with. Okay. Let's first fix the height. Let's bring everything on one level. Okay. Let's put it in between this line. I think it is okay. Then let's connect these two lines. Okay, that sounds okay. We just want one stop for this train, and I think this is okay. Okay, something new which I haven't tried in this project. In fact, in none of the projects that I've ever did. So there is an end connection. There is no road going beyond it. We can extend this road. But not that one. So let's let's extend it. So you can see now this is taking shape. As I say, always we are one step closer to the final design of the city. So now let's have one connection over here, or if we don't want that, let's not connect that road over there. Hmm. Okay. We will obviously provide one pavement path for people to travel. This one. What kind of path is gravel path? Let's see. So they can walk towards this station. I think this is okay. We have done a lot of things. We have done zoning, some road layout design. I've already done the zoning. We didn't do it online. So this is how it looks. A better version of before, what like a better version than what we had 1 hour and 15 minutes ago. This is the time we spent today on this stream. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.